Hello everybody, how are we doing? Hopefully you're all well. I've been busy the last week or so, well possibly 2 weeks, something like that, I don't know, doing new designs with some of the new lovely fabrics from Lewis Irene. I got a bit inspired. I had a Hark the Herald Angel moment. I don't know if you can see that nicely clearly, all those lovely angel-y types and reindeer and things. Gorgeous, but there's a whole raft of them here. So I thought, well, what am I going to do with them? Let's inspire you all to do a little bit of something. So I've done a set of 5. I'm calling them blocks because it's the whole area. You can see the others up there, except the sunflowers have got in the way, haven't they? Move the sunflowers slightly. There we go. So there's the others over there. But I've done them for placemats. So they're 14 by 11 without a border. Okay, so that you can make a series of placemats if you want. You can put them together, make a table runner if you fancy. You could make a wall hanging like I've done here. You could put multiples and make it into a quilt. There's all sorts of things, pillowcase, anything you want. So I've designed them as blocks so that you can then finish them off into whatever item you're fancying. All right, I had some fun. So what I've done, I'm going to explain quickly how I did. All right, so there is a pattern, all right, with all of the how to make the blocks in them. I've not given any how to finish offs. I've given ideas, but not how to, because I feel you can make them into whatever you want. All right, so add a border, put a bit of wadding in, turn it over, quilt them, turn them over, whatever. So what I've done actually in these centre panels, and you can see up the top there, says she, waving around. I'd never make a weather person. I think I've said this before. Yeah, it did happen. So anyway, so the centerpieces are embroidered. Okay, so you can see all the stitching on the twiggy bits with applique. All right, so it's a mix. Now I've done some hand embroidery, so I've used stem stitch and French knots. But you can do that on machine if you wanted. If you could use like a tight zigzag or a satin stitch to do those bits, so you don't have to do it by hand. I did them by hand with stabilizer on the back in a hoop. Had my hoop out and everything. That was good. And then when that was done, I then applied the applique pieces, and then I did a machine blanket stitch around the fabric to hold it all in place. So as you can see, yeah, we've got embroidered stars and things going on behind there. But what I've done is given you 5 different patchwork background blocks. All right, so obviously you could use all of them. You could use the same one for everything. You could just use all the different embroideries or center panels, I should say, because they're embroidery or not, whatever you want to do. But you could cut and make them square. They don't have to be as I'm presenting them to you. They are really ideas for you to work with. Yeah, so I've framed each one. Okay, so there's like a 1/2 inch frame, so you're cutting 1 inch by the length. I've put cornerstones in. I love cornerstones. I've said this many times before. They keep you accurate. Yeah, if you've cut everything accurately, your cornerstones in place will always hold it all together nicely. All right, so you've got 1/2 inch going around, and then this one, there's some simple patchwork going on behind it. Okay, well, on the pattern you'll find that I've written out what sizes you're cutting for each piece and in what order to put them all together. Hopefully it's as simple as that for you. The only one that might get you thinking a little bit is this one. You can see the diagonals. All right, so that's actually, there's quite detailed how to do that, lots of photos. So you make up a piece of patchwork with all your stripes on. So use all your scraps, your odds and sods, get them in there. Yes, we're using these lovelies, but use whatever, you know, it's a scrap and stash pattern. You use up some of your stash. But yes, so you're going to do diagonals, all right, to make up a piece. And then you apply them around your piece of work. All right, and at the end you have to do like a fold over. So you start with one piece hanging off the bottom, go across the top, and then you have to join at the bottom. There's lots of photos. I figure photos work things so much easier than words. All right, so in there you've got all the photos, and you, as I say, you've got all the patterns, and you've got all the patterns for these. So you've got loads of work going on in there, all right? And then make them into whatever you want. So because I love these fabrics, do you know, I don't remember ordering them. We have to order this so far in advance. I, for one, forget completely, and it turns up in this lovely big brown box, and I'm like, ooh, what's that? Didn't expect anything. Hey presto, Christmas is here. Actually, I love it. It's just that, well, I wouldn't have ordered it if I didn't like it anyway. So what have we got? Let me put it towards you there. So you've got all the different fabrics and things there. So what I've done, I've cut them up into a set of blue and a set of red, okay, fat quarters. So I've made that and those from a set of those, all right? So a set of red and a set of blue. You could add your own to it. I've done them separately, so you know, you might not want to put them all together. It's up to you. These are all available by the metre. I think these are 14, I think they're £14 a metre. Yeah, I got them at 14. Available in 1/2 metres. These I'll give you a bit of an offer on. So yeah, they're 16 for 5 fat quarters. All right, so you've got an offer going on them. Absolutely lovely. Or just have your pattern, use your own fabrics. Totally up to you. All right, so that's what I've been playing at the last couple of weeks. So what else have I got to show? One more thing, if I move out the way. Dragon. So that was actually made quite a while back. I want to say probably a couple of years I did the pattern. And a friend of mine, Carol, made that sample for me, and I never got round to writing it up. So I'm on a mission this week. With a bit of luck, I shall get that one written up, and that'll be available for everybody as well. So if you don't want to do Christmas, we can do dragons. Yeah, he's really rather gorgeous. I've done him in reverse applique, or I say I've done him. I've had Carol do him in reverse applique, so where we layer up and then cut through to reveal the fabrics underneath. You could use it as applique or reverse applique, whichever suits you. But watch out for that one in the next week or so. I'll get that one up on my Facebook page and on my website and on Instagram, and well, this will be going on to YouTube. It all gets a little bit confusing, and I have to say my brain cell struggles some days, it really does. But I shall shout it out there as far as I can, as loud as I can, so watch out for that one. So again, pattern, use all your lovely stash and stuff. I'm on a bit of a mission. As much as I love to sell you all fabric, I'm very aware that, like me, you've probably got masses in your stash, and so really we're adding nice bits that we really want, but we want to use up our stash. So don't forget, I've got hundreds of patterns now. There's all sorts. Go have a look on my website, abbieanne.com. And there's absolutely loads of patterns that you can utilise your scrap and stash with, yeah, or just add a little bit to what you've got to make it look gorgeous. There we go. I don't think there's anything else to say today. I hope you're all well. Sun is finally coming out today here in Cornwall. It's been miserable. It was really horrible yesterday, and it's only just now coming out this afternoon, but it's looking good. All right, so wherever you are, I hope you're well. I hope you're enjoying your summer holiday, and I'm talking Christmas, but hey, it has to be done. All right, so one thing I have to say, be lovely, everybody.